Hello, Just Too Good here, and today we're doing kind of a special video. I'm here with I Hate Everything, and we're talking about the Han Solo movie. Solo, a Star Wars story. So I just watched it. I Hate Everything. When did you see it?
I saw it the day it was out, midday.
There you go. So first we're going to have non-spoiler talk, and then we'll go into spoiler talk when we've exhausted all the non-spoilery points. So,
Okay.
Did you like it?
I've never been more indifferent about a Star Wars movie. I saw you rated it at, a 6 out of 10 on your Twitter?
6 out of 10, yeah.
I think on my Letterboxd I gave it a 5.
A 5?
Just right down the middle.
Yeah. I was almost going to give it a 5, but I was like, I was like, okay. I like what they did with some characters, and then I'm like, but other ones were kind of not explored. So I guess that's it for the non-spoilery talk. Yeah. Let's just go into the spoilers. So spoiler alert for everybody who hasn't seen it. So, Alex, did you like Darth Maul or whatever?
That's kind of the only thing there is to spoil, really, because you kind of know everything else that's going to happen, and that's kind of my biggest problem with it.
Exactly. One thing I have to say about that is that I liked how there was a few points where they didn't act like Han Solo was going to die. Like I didn't feel like there was any points where it was like, oh my gosh, you know how in Black Panther they did that where Black Panther dies? It's like, of course he's coming back. But like in this one, I didn't feel any points where it's like, oh, is Han Solo going to die? You knew he would do something.
They didn't do it with Solo, but they did attempt it with Chewie in that bit that's in all the trailers on the train where he's about to hit into the mountain.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, I guess that one was kind of like, eh.
Yeah, but that's silly when they do that.
I think most of the new main characters died, right? Except the girl.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, they did. Because they can't stick around because they're not in the old ones.
Exactly. Do you think they're going to do like a sequel to Solo, or is it just going to be like another like spin-off movie that they'll tie into Solo?
I think it kind of depends on how well it does. If this movie does gangbusters, then I can see them making a sequel. But like the Darth Maul thing, surely that's got to be a tease for some other thing. It can't just be an advert for the Clone Wars TV show, surely. What do you think?
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with if they do an Obi-Wan movie or something like that.
That's what I was thinking too. But yeah, it hasn't really even been announced, has it? So I don't know.
No, it hasn't. They recently announced that they're doing Boba Fett. I mean, not really announced, but they said that they were getting the director from Logan to do Boba Fett. I don't know if you heard this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they could maybe do another tease maybe for Darth Maul, but I would feel like it would have to be like an Obi-Wan movie or like a Solo sequel where they would do it. And I mean, now we still have that, Kira, the girl. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they would just throw that into Obi-Wan. So I have to think if this does do well, they'll just do a Solo sequel.
But then how does that work? Would you have Darth Maul in a Solo sequel? That's all very muddled.
I don't know. The only way they would tie that in is with the girl. But yeah, that's another good point. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. So I have no clue what they're doing. And apparently they don't know what they're doing either, because they say they don't have a plan for the future, which... That's the whole Last Jedi stuff. I like The Last Jedi. I know you liked The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I see so many people like, well, at least this was better than The Last Jedi. I'm like, really? I mean, The Last Jedi...
Well, as a completely harmless, inoffensive movie that doesn't push any boundaries or try anything new, then I guess it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, could you tell which scenes were filmed with Lord and Miller? Because I heard they left very few of their scenes in.
Yeah, I was reading apparently up to 70% of the film was reshoots. Mm-hmm. It could be that high.
Crazy. Oh my god!
I think all the moments of brilliance in the movie probably are from Lord and Miller, like the shower scene I really liked, and there are other little bits like that.
I was like, what the? It felt out of place for me when that was in there. I was like,
I really liked
because the rest of the movie up until that point was very it was kind of
quite gritty and serious. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Did you like Lando in here?
I thought it was okay. I know people are really enjoying Lando. I thought at times he did seem like he was doing an impression. I know lots of people don't think that, but to me it did. I was most surprised by Solo himself. I thought Alden Ehrenreich was actually really convincing. I didn't question him once.
Exactly. I thought he was one of the best in the movie. Me personally, with Lando, I thought for the first half, I mean, with the impression and everything, I didn't really. I thought his acting was kind of bad. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he's kind of just
Well, it just felt like
nailing
someone
this
doing
in.
an impression instead of kind of becoming the character, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm glad they give Chewbacca stuff to do. Usually, he doesn't have too much to do in these movies, and
Yeah, that's true.
one thing is that this was really an action movie. You know, like it was just
Definitely.
action scene after action scene after action scene after action scene, and I mean, there's not really much else to talk about the movie. I guess. Do you have anything else to add?
It's brilliantly pointless. It's like the best thing you can say about it. It's a fine movie. I wouldn't call it a bad movie. It's well made.
Yeah.
Every element of it is pretty solid when you look at it as objectively as you can. But it does the cardinal sin of having basically no tension or stakes whatsoever because we know where all these characters end up. So you can't put them in peril. You can never question what's going to happen. And in that sense, it was somewhat predictable and kind of empty. Like I never felt like there was real danger or anything like that. Like that's what Star Wars is always about to me. It's like they get into action sequences and you're like, how are they going to get out of this one, man? When you know they're always going to get out of this one, it kind of takes away one of the main points of interest.
Yeah. So how would you rank this with the new Disney Star Wars?
It's my least favorite out of all of the new ones.
Interesting.
It has similar problems to Rogue One in terms of how you know where it's going to end up, but I thought Rogue One was exciting still at points, and it did have me more engaged. Where would you rank it?
I mean, I actually think Rogue One's my least favorite. I don't really like Rogue One
people
too much.
Yeah.
I just felt like this one for me had a little bit more. Even with this movie, which didn't even have much character moments, I feel like it had more character moments to this one than that one, where we just had a whole bunch of random people.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
Yeah, that's where I would put it. I think I like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi better than this.
Yeah,
one thing was that I noticed was there was no R2-D2 or C-3PO. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I was amazed because I thought they were going to shoehorn them into every, because they were in Rogue One and everything.
Well, before I went to see it, my brother was like, is this going to be the first Star Wars movie without a lightsaber in it? And I was like, oh yeah. And then the film was coming to an end, and then Darth Maul comes in and he's like, activates his lightsaber. Oh. It's like, come on guys, you're so close.
Dang it, they were so close. They didn't even have to put that. I guess they're like, hey, if you really don't remember who Darth Maul is, you have to show his lightsaber or something. But also, one thing was, I'm amazed they didn't do a Boba Fett cameo or anything like that. Again, not a bad thing.
Or a Jabba cameo.
Or, yeah, exactly. They mentioned Hutt, but yeah, they didn't show him. So.
I prefer subtlety over the constant references. There were little ones in there for the fans, like Bosk and other ones you could pick out, but I thought that was alright.
Exactly. I know they mentioned Minox somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah.
But, I was amazed. There wasn't too much. I feel like Rogue One had more of the pandering to it than.
There was that really bad scene where the characters from the cantina just show up randomly.
Oh, yeah.
That really pulled me out of it.
Yeah. Oh man. But I guess that's it. So go check out I Hate Everything's channel, which is.
Just search I Hate Everything or IHE into YouTube, and you'll find it somewhere.
And we're also going to be doing a video discussing the Lego sets and their accuracy because me and Alex love Lego. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
See ya. Bye-bye.